Pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge,
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
and I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive.
Here with Eckerd College following the championship game of the NCAA South Regional in Tampa, joined by head coach Paul Hansinger, student athletes Maya Price, Nicole Scales, and Lauren Vieira. Coach, you want to start with some comments on the game?
Yeah, I mean, first, hats off to Tampa. They've been exceptional all year. We've played them much tougher than we have today, so that was a bit unfortunate, when so much was on the line. But it was all Tampa's day today. They led from tip to finish. We tried at halftime to come back out and chip into the lead. I think we cut it to 11 maybe, but really could not get it cut in half where we needed to get it cut down. And, their players, they had it on all cylinders today. We tried to stuff up the inside. Obviously, the kid is special, made special plays today out of double teams, and she's really tough to stop. So everything starts from there, and then you're on the chase out. And, other players joined company today, and they shot the three well. They were inside out, so that's tough when you got a team that's got one loss on the season in their own house, clicking on all cylinders. That's tough to stop. But to their credit, they did not stop playing. They kept fighting, defending down, doing what we asked them to do in terms of the game plan, the way they've done all year long. So we have an exceptional group. Here's three of them, but the entire team has been a pleasure to coach all year long, so it's a tough way to end.
But for the players, it's hard. Defensively, do you feel like you're just up against a team that was just hitting everything? You necessarily feel like you're doing anything wrong defensively?
Kind of like Coach Paul touched on, we had a game plan of sending rotations that we actually did end up having, and when you're constantly on the chase, you're going to give up things, and Tampa capitalized on that today. And, like he said, it was a great day for them, and they deserve it. Big congratulations to them, but we could have been better for sure. But again, executing the game plan, and when we're not able to defend everything, that's how it's going to fall. But we played as hard as we could, and a lot to be proud of for the season for sure.
Then, Lauren, can you just talk about just the new heights the program's continued to go in with you, kind of being the leader out there? Can you just kind of reflect on all that success?
Our program has grown with you here. Heights, Sweet 16. We want you to talk about that.
Yeah, I try to make my teammate be good. I try to play for them and just make them look good and make the team growing up. And it was kind of my role to do, so I always play like that. And I feel it's just my game. So.
And then, Maya, can you talk just how your role transitioned, to unfortunate injury, to supporting your team in a different way, and then the success they had without you is remarkable.
Yeah, the girls have been amazing the second half of the season, or throughout the whole season. My role has obviously drastically changed from being in starting five to being the team's hype woman. But no, these girls have done amazing, and I'm so proud of them for this season. And yeah, it's tough, but I'm so proud of them. Yeah.
Cole, I guess what makes this program so special?
There's a lot that goes behind the scenes that people don't see when we're playing on the court. We carry a small group. Coach Ball's kind of infamous for that, and we love it though. It makes us that much tighter of a family. It is a family environment. Every single person in that locker room, has your back at all times. Even with things like this, we're in Maya's room taking care of her because we wouldn't want it any other way. And we know that if our roles were reversed, it would be the other way around. There's no other team that I've ever been a part of has been as close-knit, everything that this team offers.
Question for Coach and the players, and of course, first off, just congratulations on a good season. Maybe not the way we wanted to end, but still great to go far in the tournament and only losing against a team that was pretty much perfect, sadly, throughout the entire day. But another group that was perfect was your fan base. Eckerd traveled really well, and how was it to see those fans still cheering loudly and arguably louder than Spartan fans throughout the entire game, even when the scoreline wasn't looking so favorably?
Yeah, we love that. The support that we had, and it's a cross-town rivalry here, and we've had some really tough games against Tampa and they against us, and that's all healthy for the sport, and that gets the best out of these players. It brings an environment to the gym. When the crowd joins in on a regional final like this is exciting stuff. This is why we coach. This is why they play. And to get up and to look across the gym and see a large fan base and to hear how loud they supported. Many of those were student athletes as well. So these are our own within our department cheering us on. And that's special when you have that, as well as our administration and our regular fans. We were hopeful that that would be the case. And the fact that they were here supporting, and it was the case, was gratifying. And I was happy for their benefit that we had a fan base here in Tampa, and it wasn't all a sea of red here in Tampa's gym.
Just one last thing for the student athletes, just to tell everybody out there why Eckerd, why are you guys so successful, and why, looking back, how happy are you that you played here?
I mean, me coming from I was actually a transfer, and during COVID nonetheless, so kind of taking a shot from an Instagram DM, looking at video chats, and it's appealing being on the beach and everything, but it just goes it's so much more beyond that. Playing for championships and being in big games is something that I've always wanted. I want to be working for something bigger than just playing well. I want to be working as a team, earning different titles, and we definitely have done that, and we were able to make some history this year, and there's only up for Eckerd for sure.
I've been here for 4 years, and I couldn't have asked for a better coach, better program. Each year has been so different, but so great. Every single year, the team has been so close, and I don't know, just everything Coach Paul's done for me, and this program is just down to him and his amazing coaching, and he does so much for us off of the court too. Yeah, it's all down to him, really.
I want to make a couple comments to kind of wrap up our season and talk about our season. First, my assistant, Ashton Feldhaus, has been tremendous for us. These guys know that. She's extremely close to the players. She does a tremendous job. And when May was injured and, my staff of one looked at me and we thought to each other, all right, what are we doing? It became an adventure from a coaching standpoint. And she answered that call in so many ways. She's been my right arm for the last 4 years and has been exceptional. She was the one that really opened up different varieties of offenses that fit our team and allowed us to still continue on this run and to help us manage to get to Sweet 16. I can only say thank you so much to her for everything she's given to the program as well as these players. But, I would be remiss if I didn't say something about my assistant and how much she's poured into our program, and she's been terrific. Again, we lost today, but as I said to them in the locker room, it's hard to look at a 4-year senior after a loss like this when it's career-ending, but we have nothing to hang our heads about whatsoever. Difficult loss in this one game. As I said, the other 2 games were so much closer. I was kind of hoping it would have been a tight final in a regional championship, and it wasn't. But we're really, really proud from a coaching staff down, and I am particularly proud of every single one of them on the team for what they've given to me in terms of time, energy, effort, commitment, character, all the things we preach about our program. Every individual on our team is all that, and that's why we've won. That's why we've won 80% of our games in the last 8 years, is because we're bringing people in that commit to it, believe in the vision and what's being said and the culture we've created, and now they created that culture to pass on to somebody else, and they should be credited for that as well. But I am so proud of what they've done, what they've accomplished. New grounds for us, as you mentioned, with the Sweet 16. We all wanted the Elite Eight. It wasn't in the cards this year, but they didn't fall short in my eyes at all.
I don't want to take up too much here, but the student athletes, anyone before you leave, anyone you want to thank in particular for this?
Once again, Coach Paul, Coach Ashton, I guess the team, like just everyone involved with athletics at Eckerd. Our fans, obviously, you guys have been amazing the whole season. So.
Anyone from back home you want to give me?
Mom, Dad, family.
Want to wish Tampa the best. Tom has done an incredible job at the program. They're extremely talented. Obviously, we just lost in the regional final. We want our region to go on and represent in the national tournament. I would love to see them make a run. I would love to see the Sunshine State Conference win one. So, unfortunately, we pull for them now in the loss, and we'll be gracious in our defeat and cheer Tampa on this one time. But I genuinely wish Tom and his staff and his players the best as they finish out this run, because it's been an incredible run for them as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make.
I didn't see a stat sheet. Did you celebrate? I'm ready whenever y'all are.
All right. I'd like to welcome the University of Tampa, head coach Tom Jesse, student athlete Sydney Kinn. First of all, congratulations. You're the South Region champions. Can you just talk about the game first?
Yeah, first I'd like to congratulate Eckerd, on a great year, great opponent. I mean, We just played crazy good tonight. Our girls were just dialed in defensively and offensively. They've been on a mission all year. This was a goal they set from the beginning of the year to be in this game and win this basketball game and set some history along the way. It's the first team ever here for us at UT to win the region. And if I know this group very well, they're not satisfied yet. They will be ready to roll again for whatever the next step is for us. But just super proud of our kids. They executed the game plan both offensively and defensively against a great opponent. Eckerd's really, really good defensively, and we pretty much had an answer tonight, fortunately, for things that they did. But we have a saying: if you want to win, give it to Ken.
Sydney, obviously, you came here for this. How's it feel now?
I mean, it's an amazing feeling. I don't even know how to describe it. I have a lot of emotions, but yeah, I mean, this is what I came here for, and we're doing just what I came here for, so it's a great feeling.
You've had a lot of success as a player. I mean, where's this rank up there with all of your successes?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I practice how I play, though. Like, I don't expect this, but I mean, I know what I can do, so.
Speaking of the game, Coach, was it? I mean, got out to a fast start. What made us so successful in this game?
Well, we've been efficient all year long on the offensive end of the court. There's a lot of balance to this team. I think we got just got incredible balance of players. The guards complement the posts complement the guards. The guards shoot the three well. The posts play well inside, so you can play inside or out. Teams have a tough time because whatever you try to take away from us, they were doubling Sid tonight, and we were able to, find cutters and open shooters. Then when they took the shooters away, it opened back up the inside game to Sid. So that's the balance that we have put together and recruited, and that's how we want to play. But we did get off to a good start. That's the key to us, and we got in a good rhythm from that point. But again, it's just a special group of kids. I said the other day, I say it again. I want it to continue because I want to spend some more days with this group. They're special and amazing. They didn't have to win a trophy tonight to prove that to me, but I'm glad they get a chance to make some more history here.
And you had a different player step up then off the bench tonight. Eleanor, can you just talk about her performance?
Yeah, Eleanor is as good as anybody out there as a starter. I don't like that term starter. We like players. And Eleanor's got has accepted her role. She's a really, really good shooter, stretches the floor. And so when Malia's out there and you're playing off of Sullivan a little bit and the traffic's tough down inside on Sid, then we can put Eleanor in at that position and it stretches the floor. Got four shooters around the perimeter. Then now you got to pick your poison kind of. So, but she's been tremendous all year. Played a great role. She hit some big shots tonight to push the lead back out and kind of solidify the win for us.
And congratulations again. This is a great regional title. And a question for Sydney. The team was just pretty much perfect tonight, over 55% from the field, which is a video game number. But also, one thing I noticed as I was calling the game up at the top of the court was just how in touch everyone was, how they were perfect making passes, finding the open player. I could count on one hand the amount of errant passes or passes that weren't good enough to reach their target. It was just a perfect display on the court. And did it have any different feel with the team just performing so well, or did this feel like any other game?
I mean, it was just another game. Yeah, it was an intense game, but I mean, that's just who we are. That's the beauty of our team. We're just really good all around. We don't have a lot of error in us.
Sydney, can you just talk about the support of the other student athletes? I know there's a good crowd. There's a lot of other student athletes out there. Can you just speak to that?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. We haven't had that all season, but, I mean, they showed up when they needed to, and, I mean, yeah, it definitely helped us get the win tonight, so we appreciate that a lot.
If I can speak on that too, Tom, I want to thank the coaches and the student athletes who came out tonight. That was the difference for us. That crowd and that environment's fun to play in. It's, our students got behind us, and we knew Eckerd had a good student following as well. So it's really good for our players to enjoy that and experience that situation. So thanks to all those coaches and student athletes who came out to support us tonight. It was huge for us.
Now, obviously, your season's not over. How do you balance the celebration now versus you still have a job to do?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get the seedings will come out tomorrow. We'll know who we play. We know where we're going. We just don't know who it is yet. coach and staff will get together and start breaking down our opponents, whoever that is at that point. But we're going to enjoy this tonight, and tomorrow we'll be off from the floor, and we'll meet maybe as a team tomorrow. But we want to enjoy this. You know that you don't get this to happen all the time, and this is something I kind of struck home when Malia Sullivan told me a minute ago. This is her last game as a senior, and this is these seniors' last game on that floor. And that's a pretty emotional time when you think about those kids. And I know Sid's just got here, but we won't be back there. But our home court's been huge through the regular season, through the tournament, conference tournament, now through the region. So yeah, we'll enjoy this. Then we'll get ready, Tom, next week on travel and who we play and when we fly in there.
Just before we end, Sydney, is there anyone in particular you want to thank just for all your success you've had this year?
I mean, my teammates and my coaches. I mean, they're all great, and I appreciate Malia Sullivan a lot. She is the person that always makes me keep my head up. I feel like she's a huge part of our team. But yeah, I would like to thank her.
Coach?
I thank them all the players. You know, I'll echo what Sid said there. You know, this is you know, I've just been blessed. I thank all the support. I like to thank my staff. We got the best staff in the country, coaches that are here, that they get us ready, and they make my job a lot easier, and they make us look a lot better. So certainly Coach Kate and Coach Elena and Coach Jones are priceless to us, and they're a huge reason why we're where we're at.
Drawing there?
Yeah, the drawing, the friend of ours, my daughter's AAU teammate's little sister made it for us. She's about 4 years old, and she wanted us to have it, so she brought it to me out of the stands after the game. So these are the lives you impact. This is what these young people are about. They get a chance to make have a role model. Sid, this girl's sister the other day was stalking Sid to get a picture with Sid, you know, and things, and that's what this is about. You pass this on, you know, to the next generation. So that touches your heart the right way.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Can Sid keep this?